Alright, this is actually going to be a super short video for a number of reasons. The main one being, though, I'm strapped for time. I'm serious, I should be at work right now. But as you guys know, with the Ancient Gods DLC for Doom Eternal, you're going to be facing two Marauders at the exact same time. And in case you guys didn't know, I don't know if this is on multiple occasions, but the first time you're going to come across two simultaneously is going to be in the very first level. I want to say about 3/4 of the way through. So once you defeat the two of them, you're not quite done yet. Thank you, id Software. I would actually say the harder part of the level is right after the two of them are killed, because then you deal with all kinds of other demons in this very small arena, but we'll tackle that later on. Right now we're focusing on two Marauders at the exact same time. So as the majority of you guys know, I'm assuming, Super Shotgun Ballista combination is pretty much the go-to. It's the guaranteed when fighting a basic Marauder. If we're talking a possessed Marauder, you're SOL. I haven't even fought one yet. I guess my advice there would be keep shooting until they die. Maybe don't die yourself. Shooting is also much more effective than not shooting. I think that's also a good advice. Anyways, to be honest with you guys, whether if you're fighting one or two Marauders, they are basically the exact same thing. They're kind of a step behind each other, or in this case, stuck on each other. So whenever you get an axe thrown at you, you should be in anticipation for a second axe to be thrown at you. Kind of like your angry Athena girlfriend, you know, she just doesn't stop throwing shit. And unfortunately for her, it's 2020. Equal rights, equal fights. I'm kidding, in both situations you want to be on the defensive. So with the two Marauders, all jokes aside, you really do want to be on the defensive. You don't want to push the two of them at the same time. You want to aim towards kind of isolating them. It is possible to deal with the two of them at the exact same time. However, I would recommend isolating them, because let's say you manage to get one to rush you, right? They close that gap, you fumble him and you're ready to hit him one more time. If the other Marauder was to step in and you accidentally hit his shield, that could trigger the wolf, which in turn is going to generate a little bit more of a headache than you need to have. I'm not saying the wolf is hard by any means, but it's an element that can very easily make people panic, and whenever people panic, it's all downhill from there. So in an effort to not overcomplicate the situation, I would recommend try to isolate one Marauder from the other. It can be as simple as going around pillars, being a little closer to one Marauder versus the other, so that way you have an opportunity to hit that Marauder using the pillar as a cover from the other one. Or even if you drop down in this specific arena, have a Marauder follow you, hit a jump pad, go back up, and deal with the Marauder that stood up top. A cool little tidbit of information as well, you can actually meat hook one of the Marauders to get a better advantage or in a different position, or try and hit the other Marauder. That's also an option, although if you were to meat hook the Marauder, just be aware that will trigger a wolf as well. I would also say keep an eye out for environmental hazards, like if there's red barrels anywhere, or if you want to use a grenade or remote detonation to stagger one of the Marauders while you focus on another, that can work as well. Red barrels are great for stopping a Marauder in their tracks, or if you want to use the remote detonation, just fire it over their shoulder, detonate it, and that'll stumble the Marauder, giving you a chance to either hit them once or twice or focus on the other one. I'd say the hardest thing here is just multitasking, being aware of the Marauders where they're at. Always try to have them in front of you. You don't want to get caught by an axe being thrown at you from behind. And I would always say, take your time. Get a feel for the layout. If it's pretty open, just like this arena is, take advantage of all the levels, take advantage of jump pads, take advantage of monkey bars. Even though Marauders move relatively fast, you have so many advantages to utilize. You can chainsaw a fodder demon, get a feel for where the Marauders are, where a jump pad or monkey bar is. Take that, launch yourself in a different direction, one that can hopefully isolate or get a Marauder close enough to you where you can hit them a couple times, and then retreat. With the two Marauders, especially in this arena, I think taking your time and utilizing the entire space of the arena is what's going to help you the most here. There's no reason to rush through it. In this clip, you'll notice I'm taking a lot of damage, and I am playing on Nightmare here. Take some decent damage, but it's all good. I retreat, look for some fodder demon, hit them with the flame belch, chainsaw them. Remember, you are invulnerable during a chainsaw animation. And then from there, I go back to either trying to isolate them or seeing how close they are, and if one of them is in a position to attack me. If he is, that's when I'll take advantage of the opening. But there you guys have it, just some basic tips of fighting two Marauders at the exact same time. Again, this is on Nightmare, so this should work perfectly fine on Ultra Nightmare as well. As I mentioned before, I am going to be doing Ultra Nightmare guides for every single level. I do my guides specifically on console, and not too many people cover console. So if you guys are interested in that or trying to obtain the new skin that comes with the Ultra Nightmare mode for the DLC, maybe consider subscribing. Like always, guys, my name is Cynic. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did find this helpful in the slightest. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.